Hello, this video is a little guide for anyone who's bought one of my watches. We're just going to go through 3 different watches today, all with slightly different movements which have different complications, and we're just going to go through how to wind and set each one. So we're going to start off with one of the more simple ones over here. So this is literally hours, minutes and seconds, no other complications on this. This is an aviator, this one. So if we take it off here. So let's lose this glove because it's going to be very difficult to do with this on. So yeah, with these watches, all we do is we unwind the crown over here, and it'll pop out slightly. Now what you'll find, as soon as it pops out, in that position, you're ready to wind the watch. You're going to turn it about 20 times that direction, so you're winding it clockwise. That will wind the mainspring and get the watch going. Just looking quickly in the back of the watch, so once you've wound the watch using the crown, that will wind that mainspring up and keep the watch going for probably a good day or so. As long as you're wearing the watch, this rotor here will rotate while it's on your wrist, just literally from natural movement, and that will keep that mainspring wound. So really, as long as you wear it daily, you shouldn't really need to rewind it once you've wound it once. Now when you're ready to set the time, what you want to do is pop that crown out. It'll only go one position out that way, and then you can literally set the time as you need to on there. Okay, so I would always use some sort of clock as a reference. So a phone is quite good these days, they're pretty accurate, normally set by NTP. So 1958, so we're going to go 7:55, 6, 7, 8. So there, and then we just push the crown back in, and that's ready to wind back in now. You can with these as well, if you want to set the seconds really accurately, what you can do is set your minute 1 minute forward, pull out your crown, and you'll see that the seconds hand stops. So that's what we call a hacking feature. You then look at your reference clock, wait for the seconds to line up exactly with your seconds, and then push it back in, and it'll start ticking again, so you can get your seconds absolutely bang on. Okay, so that's the aviator. That's just yeah, no separate complications on that, just pretty basic watch. If we now go to a watch with a date on it, so very similar, but because we've got the date complication, we've got an extra position on that crown. So we are going to wind this. Now the first thing we want to do with a date is actually set a date sort of 1 day less than where we are. So if we wind it first of all, I'm just going to do a really quick wind on this. Okay, and then we're on the 20th today, so what I'm going to do is pop this out, and we're going to wind anti-clockwise, and you see the date moving, and we're actually going to go 1 day before where we're at, so 19, like so, and then we pop the crown 1 position further, and that gives us our minutes hand adjustment. So what we do is we wind all the way around until that 19 jumps over 20, like so. So we know we're now at the AM period of that day, and then we know it was, what was it now, 1959. So we're going to go all the way around twice effectively. So we've gone through AM, we're now in PM, 6, 7, 59 I believe it was, crown back in, and obviously screw it in again. You have the hacking feature for the seconds hand, so if you want to get that spot on, you can. Okay, and then lastly we've got a watch here which has got a 24-hour complication, so a GMT complication on this one. This particular one is an astronomer. It's not got a seconds hand on this one. We can do it with one. So yeah, we wind that out, and you get exactly the same. You get 2 clicks of the crown, but the first click, if we go to there, will let us control the GMT hand. So in this case, that star hand, 24-hour hand. Second click again lets us control the hour and minute hand. So what I would do with this is move it to 12 o'clock exactly. So your hour and your minute are both at the top, and I would get the in fact it obviously is in this case, but I would, because it was already set, but I would get the 24-hour hand up to the top as well. So what we'll do, let me just move it to there so I can show you this working. Okay, so we've got our hour and minutes hand together, and then our GMT hand is somewhere else. So if we put that back in to the first click, there, if I can get hold of it, there we go, and then as I turn that clockwise, it will pop. There you go, pop your 24-hour hand around. So I would go to exactly there, and then pop it out and set your time exactly. So we are now at 20:01, so we're going to go all the way around. In this case it's PM, so you think of your 24-hour hand as AM and then PM. So we're going to go around twice, and 6, 7, 8 o'clock, what is it now, 8:01, which is just there. Then click it back in, wind it obviously, and yeah, then screw your crown back in. Always screw the crown back in at the end. That's part of your water tightness feature, obviously. Yeah, okay, so that one's done. So yeah, and what you can do with these GMT ones is you could set that 24-hour hand to show a different time zone if you wanted to. So if you're going on holiday, you could show your local time zone back home, but you could also show your local time zone of where you've gone. And that's it. That's those 3 watches. That's how to wind those different movements, different complications. Yeah, that's it.